Put it in front of the mother.
Holy Mother, sorry?
Shri Ramakrishna Madhuram Tava Satcharitram Tvat Punya Nama Madhuram Madhuram Tvadangam Sambhashanam Cha Madhuram Madhuram Cha Ganam Tat Kimnu Janna Madhuram Bhavati Tvadiyam. O Ramakrishna, your divine life is sweet. Your holy name is sweet, and your form is beautiful. Your conversation and songs are sweet. Is there anything about you that is devoid of sweetness? Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be with you. Today is our last satsang class in summer. I shall return to St. Louis next Saturday, coming Saturday. Tomorrow I shall have to speak in Hollywood. The whole summer we studied the beautiful spiritual life of Swami Sharadeshananda, a disciple of Holy Mother. Tonight we shall talk about Bhakta Priya Sri Ramakrishna. How Sri Ramakrishna loved the devotees. That is the topic. Bhakta and Bhagavan, the devotee and God. God is the creator and the devotees are created. The creator and the created. Both have very close relationship. Without devotees, God cannot function. And without God, devotees also cannot function. How? If nobody calls on God, God thinks, let me go and sleep. He goes to Ananta Shayana, a cosmic dissolution. He sleeps. Nobody is calling me. That means everybody is all right. And again, if there is no God, human beings also suffer, tormented by Maya, pain, misery, suffering, disease, death. All these things torment us. And we seek help. We seek help. When human effort fails, at that time we seek help. God. So, the devotees call on God and he responds and he comes to this world. There is a saying that some people call on God, 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 but they do not practice a spiritual life. They are enemies of God. Because God has to take a human form and suffer all these things because of the devotees. He comes to demonstrate how to practice religion. So this world is the playground of God and we are all His playmates. We are all His children. A good dancer does not blame the stage. Only bad dancer blames the stage. This stage is not good, so my performance is not good. So in this world, sometimes we blame people. No one to blame. It is all our karma. God calls. We read in the Bible, I think it is there, listen, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into his house and eat with him, and he will eat with me. It is in the Bible. I remember from Hollywood to Trubuco, when I used to come, there is a big billboard. This saying was in the big light, by the side of the road, or those billboards you can see. I knock. I want to visit my devotees. You will have to open the door, heart. Heart is the door. You will have to open your heart so that God can get in. When we read the Gospel of Ramakrishna, we see that he is traveling houses of the devotees in Calcutta. His body was very delicate. He used to say, Chaitanya used to go door to door carrying the message of God, but my body is so delicate. I cannot go to Calcutta without a horse carriage. I need a horse carriage. Sri Ramakrishna's love for the devotees. Swami Premananda said, when the devotees would come to Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna asked, do you like to eat some betel nut or prasad or some tobacco? He used to entertain. Sri Ramakrishna made another beautiful statement. Bhakter hriday Bhagavaner boichokkana. The heart of a devotee is the parlor, living room of God. God dwells there. This heart. He further says, Sabche bado prithibi, this earth is vast, very big. Tarche bado akash, space. Tarche bado, means bigger than that, God. He is the creator of this earth, heaven, lower world, everything. And the devotee's heart is larger than God, because devotee meditates on God's speech. With the 2 feet, you remember that with 2 feet, our Vishnu covered the whole universe. So that feet, devotees meditate in their heart. So devotee's heart is larger than God. The way Sri Ramakrishna gave that simile, it is so beautiful. সবচেয়ে বড় পৃথিবী. Sometimes God becomes very small, devotees become big. It depends upon your magnetism. Love has a tremendous magnetic power. If I really love you, you will be drawn to me. You cannot go away. Same way it works, love. When the devotees love, God cannot just stay away. If a child cries, mother cannot just stay away. Now we shall try to cover, let me see how many I can cover, the devotees. First, Rani Rashmani. She was one of the 8 companions of the Divine Mother. One of the main purposes of our coming to this world is to set the stage where the avatar will act his divine drama for 30 years. Dakshineshwar. 30 years Sri Ramakrishna acted in that place. Rani Rashmani died. But Sri Ramakrishna, he arranged Sri Ramakrishna's some salary, food, stay, everything will be taken care of. It was Phalharini Kali Puja. According to the custom that early in the morning some prasad will come to Sri Ramakrishna's room. And the prasad did not come. Sri Ramakrishna is very anxious. What is the matter? I'm supposed to get prasad from Rashmani's time. It never failed. Swami Yogananda, at that time he was a brahmachari. He was just devotee. He was thinking, Master does not eat that prasad, he gives away. Why is so much anxious? Perhaps he is a temple priest, his mind is only on prasad, prasad, prasad. He is a small-minded person. That he was thinking. Sri Ramakrishna could not wait. He put on his slipper and went to the office. That south part is the manager's office. Hello, what is the matter? I have not got prasad today. I always get prasad. Sir, we are sorry. Right now we are sending prasad to you. Sri Ramakrishna came back. Then he was talking to Swami Yogananda. You know, I want that prasad in my room. Do you know why? Here devotees come. They love God. So I share some prasad to them so that they may get devotion. And this prasad is well utilized, properly utilized. And these temple priests, they take this prasad, they take their home. Some people have secret mistresses, prostitutes. This prasad goes to them. But the prasad, if it comes here, Rani Rashmani will get the virtue. That is the reason I am fighting for prasad. Swami Yogananda was overwhelmed. Sri Ramakrishna's little action, behind that little action, there is a deep meaning. Why Master is fighting for a little prasad? Sri Ramakrishna's love for Rashmani. Then Mathur. 14 years he served Sri Ramakrishna. Mother, I cannot take care of myself. You please send me somebody who will look after me. Mathur served Sri Ramakrishna. It was in his horoscope that his chosen deity will move with him, will live with him. Not only that, he saw, when Sri Ramakrishna was walking, he saw one side Shiva, another side Kali. He came and fell at Ramakrishna's feet. Father, what have I seen? Hurry, you are Rashman is this son-in-law. Get up, get up. People will think I mesmerize you and all these things. No, Father, I saw several times. I rubbed my eyes. Oh, no. You get up, get up, get up. Father, you're inside, outside. Only God. All right. Sri Ramakrishna comes him down. Now his first wife died. He married 2 daughters of Rani Rasmani. The 3rd daughter died. Now the 4th daughter he married, Jagadamba. And now he was also dying from blood dysentery. So he was the manager of the Dakshineshwar temple, Mathur. All doctors said there is no hope. There is no hope for Jagadamba. Mathur came to Dakshineshwar, could not bow down to Kali. He did not find Master in his room. He went to Panchavati. Master was seated there. He fell at Sri Ramakrishna's feet and said, Father, you don't know, you know what is going to happen. My wife is dying. And if she dies, I shall not be able to serve you. Because the right will be transferred to other sons-in-law. Other 2 sons-in-law. She had 4 daughters. Mathur died 2 daughters. So I shall not be able to serve you, Father. Sri Ramakrishna in a semi-ecstatic state. Ja, Jagadamba bhalo hoye jabe. Go. Jagadamba will be cured. Thus. Mathur knew that Thakur's words cannot be otherwise. He knew he is God. He came home, found Jagadamba was improving. Then Thakur said, that blood dysentery came to my body, and I suffered 6 months from that blood dysentery. Sri Ramakrishna's love for the devotees. Balaram. Sri Ramakrishna loved Balaram very well. He was a rich man, but because of his generosity, the family used to give 250 rupees at that time, monthly, stipend for his maintenance. Most of the money he used to spend for holy people. Balaram recorded in his almanac, in his diary, Sri Ramakrishna visited my house 100 times. Balaram Mandir, 100 times. Balaram's wife was sick. Sri Ramakrishna told Holy Mother, you go see Balaram's wife. How can I go? 4 or 5 miles from Dakshineshwar to Bagbazar. There is no carriage. Sri Ramakrishna says, what? Carriage? You go, walk. He is telling Holy Mother. Balaram's family is in turmoil. You go and see her. Then And there is another incident. Balaram and his family came to Dakshineshwar. Now, while returning, they came by boat. While returning, Sri Ramakrishna saw them off, and the boat went into the middle of the river, and then all of a sudden there is a storm, and the boat was bouncing. And Sri Ramakrishna was very much concerned, full of very much anxious. What will happen? If the boat sinks, his whole family will be drowned, and people will criticize me that Balaram went to see that hopeless, holy person, and now the whole family is gone. They will really... But Sri Ramakrishna was very much disturbed. Then what happened? Swami Yogananda thought that Master will not get sleep. He left for Calcutta. And then at 11 o'clock he came back and said that Balaram's family safely reached Calcutta. So Master, it is okay. Then Sri Ramakrishna was relieved. You know, the person you love, you have tremendous feeling for that person. That we see in Sri Ramakrishna's life. Feelings, love. Then Ramchandra Datta. He was a doctor. He was a little miserly. So Sri Ramakrishna, and he, at that time, do you know what? Ram Datta, Shirendra, they used to arrange festivals, satsang, holy company, in different people's home. If I go to your home, you will have to feed all the devotees. You will have to pay me 3 rupees foreigners, carriage fare, whole day. And you will hire a musician and a person who will read the Bhagavatam. So reading, singing, Sri Ramakrishna will sing, dance, and he will talk, and then food. That's holy company. That is the way Sri Ramakrishna's holy company was. 3 rupees foreigners. Sri Ramakrishna went to the ambassador of Nepal, captain. But you know, I have visited your home. Please pay the carriage fare. See, he went to his wife. His wife says, "Kya hua? Kya hua? What happened? What happened?" And his wife doesn't want to give money. So this ambassador with big mustache came to Sri Ramakrishna and said, "Master, please ask Ram to pay today." I sometimes smile, poor avatar. 3 rupees foreigners. So Ram was miserly, you know, and he was thinking, if I invite so many people, there's a lot of money. But by some means, all of a sudden he earned some extra money. He was a doctor. So it happened. Ram arranged the festival. Sri Ramakrishna went. And he was thinking, you know, I hid that money with my wife. But it is the master arranged to give me that extra money so that I can arrange this festival. Anyhow, Sri Ramakrishna told him, always serve the devotees. Because the devotees, God and the scripture, God's lamp, all three are the same. Then he used to make a lot of noise, so the neighbors complained. You buy a place where if some 7 people are murdered, nobody will know. So he went to East Calcutta and bought that Kankurgase Jogota. Thakur's language is well. Satta khunalo, go into seclusion, that he meant. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, hey, you bought a place, retreat, you are not inviting me, I want to see this place. All right, Master, I shall arrange. So it was 26 December 1883. He went to Kankurgasi. He saw the Tulsi Grove, very good place. One can think of God very nicely here. He drank the water and they gave him some dates, pomegranate, some sweets. And now it is a beautiful holy place. It is under Ramakrishna Mission. I remember when I was writing Ram's biography, They Lived with God. He told his disciples, when I shall die, you put a little ashes below the gate of this Yogodhan, this monastery. Do you know why? Because in future, millions of Ramakrishna's devotees will come and they will walk over me and I shall get the touch of their feet. That is a very touching story. I shall get the touch of the feet of the devotees. They will walk over me. When I read it, I kind this I must put it. Real devotee. His 2-3 daughters died from cholera. Sri Ramakrishna was concerned, sent message. He came and unperturbed. God gave, God took away. What to do? It is not in my hand, Master. Those who loved Sri Ramakrishna, devotees of Sri Ramakrishna gives them knowledge, wisdom, so they can absorb grief, various kinds of shock. Sometimes he used to use Yogamaya. When his brother died, Sri Ramakrishna's mother Chandramani was in Dakshineshwar. He went to Kali Mandir. Mother, how can I give the death news of my brother to my mother, old mother? She will cry. I shall not be able to bear. If I see my mother was crying like anything. Mother, please change my mother's mind. That he told in Kali temple, then came to Nahabad and told Chandramani, that Rameshwar, his second brother, died. Oh yeah, he died. Well, everybody will die in this world. She was talking, that old lady was talking about full of knowledge. Sri Ramakrishna changed. That woman is supposed to cry for her son. Instead of saying, it is all right. Whose son, knowledge came. This world is impermanent. That thing happens. Why people should practice a spiritual life. Manomohan Mitra, he was a little jealous. One day Sri Ramakrishna praised Shurendra. Oh, Shurendra has so much devotion. So he was piqued that Sri Ramakrishna did not praise him. He stopped coming. He was in Konnago, the other side of the Ganges. Sri Ramakrishna sent people, no, when I shall get devotion, then I shall see the Master, not before. Jealousy. Jealousy among the devotees. So what happened? Sri Ramakrishna himself took a boat. Balaram, Niranjan went with him to see Manomohan. Manomohan was then in the Ganges, he was bathing. The Manomohan was telling, they seeing Balaram, so happy to see a devotee. Balaram says, not only devotee, the Master himself has come to see you. Then he was in overwhelmed. So Niranjan grabbed him. Then Sri Ramakrishna went to his home and said, my mind dwells on you. You know, we only think about God. God also thinks of us. When we read these stories and incidents and episodes, we see this relationship between Sri Ramakrishna and the devotees. Then Sri Ramakrishna escorted him and brought him to Dakshineshwar. It is called man bhanjan. Sometimes we become piqued, touchy, jealous. About him, Master was very fond of him. On 5th October 1885, Sri Ramakrishna was telling, তুমি এখানে কিছু চাও না, কিন্তু আমাকে দেখতে আর আমার কথা শুনতে ভালোবাসো, তোমার নিকট আমার মনটা পড়ে থাকে. That is a fantastic sentence. You do not ask anything from me. You love to hear me. When you do not come, I think why you are not coming, my mind dwells on you. That is really, whether God thinks of us or not, this incident tells us. He also thinks of us. তুমি কেন আসো না এইসব ভাবি. I think, are you sick? Is there any family problem that you are not coming? I think of you. Then he was going to Calcutta. I said, the other day I was going to Calcutta. I do not know your address. Could you give me your address? It is 25th June 1884. সেদিন তোমার বাড়ি যাচ্ছিলাম, তোমার আড্ডাটা কোন ঠিকানায়? I was thinking to visit your home. I don't even know your address. Give me your address. You know, sometimes I think here is an avatar is asking the address of a devotee. I want to visit your home because you love me. শাসন করা তারই শোভা পায় যে ভালোবাসে. Only that person can scold you, punish you, if that person really loves you. Sri Ramakrishna broke his ego in the second visit. M. writes, the 4 times Master crushed my ego. He wanted to remove his ego because otherwise you cannot write the Gospel of Ramakrishna. I sometimes say, here is a flute. If there is any stop in the flute, no new noise will come. But if it is hollow, then various ragas, raginis will come. Same thing. If you are completely egoless, then God will play with you. God will make you an instrument. M's wife in the beginning did not like that he should visit the Sri Ramakrishna. Later on, that woman was completely changed. Sri Ramakrishna one day M was telling, if somebody's wife is an obstacle to his spiritual life, what he is supposed to do? Sri Ramakrishna says, just tell your wife that I am not doing anything wrong, I am leading a spiritual life. You should not be an obstacle to my spiritual journey. But if he doesn't like to hear about it, give up that wife. Sri Ramakrishna shouted. Give up that wife. Then he was thinking, I have a wife, I have children, how can I give up my wife? That he was thinking. Then M writes, it is 9 o'clock. Master was in semicircular veranda of Dakshineshwar. Sri Ramakrishna said, listen, if you have genuine love for the mother, she will change your wife. And that actually happened. Later on, she took initiation from Holy Mother and Sri Ramakrishna served Holy Mother. Mother changes if your love is genuine for God. Girish Chandra Ghosh. There is a proverb in English literature, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Girish's life and his transformation is the golden example. Girish introduced himself to Sri Ramakrishna. Ami papi, I am a sinner. Ami jekhane boshi, this place I sit, 7 feet of that place becomes unholy, impure. I am such a sinner. Ami choritrahin, I am wicked, debauchee, bad character. Ami matal, I am a drunkard, I am an alcoholic. Ami mithyavadi, I am a liar. Ami noto Girish, I am an actor, playwright. Ami barbonitaদের নিয়ে theater করি. I collect the prostitutes in the red light districts and arrange my theater and they play with me. Only a bold hero can introduce himself to. No hiding. What I am, that I am telling you. Sri Ramakrishna is Pap, वो तो तुलर पहाड़. Sin, it is a mountain of cotton. One matchstick can burn all cotton mountain in a no time. That Sri Ramakrishna said. What a beautiful example he gave. তুই পাপ পাপ বলছিস, you were talking about sin. ও তো তুলোর পাহাড়. It is a mountain of cotton. In the twinkling of an eye, it will be burnt into ashes. Sri Ramakrishna needed Girish. Why? To experiment his power as a savior. Jesus needed Mary Magdalene. So Sri Ramakrishna is the only, how much Sri Ramakrishna had love for Girish. He did not take power of attorney any other disciples except Girish. The Bokal Bade, give me your power of attorney. He did not say any other devotees. Only Girish. Holy Mother said, taking Girish's sin, Master got cancer. Girish scolded him, this, that. Master didn't mind at all. He fed Girish rice pudding with his own hand, and he used to think, here I am a middle-aged man, Master is feeding me like a mother feeds the child. These lips kiss so many prostitutes, and that impure place Master is putting to food. The way he described in his memoirs, in Ramakrishna, as we saw him, there you will find Girish's memoir. He is confessing that what Ramakrishna did to him. Some devotees say that, to Girish, that you drink it does not sound good. A Ramakrishna disciple is a drunkard, this and that. The Master did not ask me. Master did not forbid me to drink. That is Ramakrishna's technique. He will put so much love affection. Slowly, slowly that intoxication will take away your other intoxication. So Girish's new birth, spiritual birth, came. Sri Ramakrishna says, wine and all those things will not be able to touch him. He is the incarnation of the Bhairav, guardian angel of Shiva. Not only that, Sri Ramakrishna is praying, Mother, Keda, Ram, Girish, Aim, please give them some power so that they can teach people. Sri Ramakrishna is making this person drunkard, debauchee, as a one teacher. ওদের শক্তি দে, so that they can get Chaitanya, consciousness. Sri Ramakrishna makes the sinner Girish as a word teacher. Sri Ramakrishna tells Girish Ghosh, ভাবিস নে, তোকে দেখে লোকে অবাক হবে. Girish, don't worry. People will marvel, will wonder seeing you, your transformation. When Swami Vishuddhananda visited, I think it's just 1910 or 11. Girish died in 1912. He was born in 1844. Girish told him, hey, come, just see me. What I was and what I am now. I am the miracle of Sri Ramakrishna. Mahaprabhu transformed Jagai Madhai. They are nobodies. Compared to me, they are no good sinners like me. He used to tell the volume of wine I drank. If you put the bottle one after another, it will touch Mount Everest. Amazing. Amazing person. If I knew there is such a place where one can put all sin, I would commit some more. I did very little. His language is very... যদি জানতাম আবর্জনা ফেলবার এত বড় একটা ডাস্টবিন আছে, তাহলে জীবনটা আরো চুটিয়ে ভোগ করে নিতাম। If I knew there is such a place which can absorb sins, I would commit a little bit more before I came to the Master. Then, do you know what is the sign of love? The person we love, we think of that person. We carry that person. We want to work, serve that person. We think of that person. These are the 4 yogas, we find in Bhakti Yoga also. Then Girish said, you people, what are you doing? You are trying to think of Sri Ramakrishna and I am trying to forget him. I cannot write, I cannot act. Master occupies my mind all the time. I want to forget him. And you people are trying to think of him. That is called real love. That is called pravishtum. Gyatum, drashtum, pravishtum. Gyatum means to know God. Drashtum means to see God. Pravishtum means enter into God. So he entered into God. Then Kali Ghosh. He was also bad character, visiting prostitutes, drinking. He has paper business. His wife's name was Krishna Priyangini. To change her husband's mind, she came to Dakshineshwar to Sri Ramakrishna to get some medicine so that he can change her husband's mind. Sri Ramakrishna says, I don't give that thing, you go to Dakshin Kunahabat, to Holy Mother. Holy Mother says, I do not give medicine, you go to Ramakrishna. And she again Thakur sent him to Holy Mother. So in the way you are moving like a shuttlecock back and forth, at last Holy Mother took a flower, a worshipped flower, and gave to her and said, put it in an amulet and wash that amulet and drink water every day. After, I think, 10, 12 years, this Kalipada came to Sri Ramakrishna. Sir, I hear people come here to get some good drink for intoxication. Oh, yes, yes, here is good intoxicated things are here. Then he was asking, is it made in England? Bility mod, whiskey, brandy, they used to come from England. But is it made in England? Oh, no, it is country made, pure country. Deshi mod. Deshi mod, do you know what Deshi mod means? They ferment rice and some other things and make some kind of alcohol. Bad odor. But it will make you heavily drunk. That is called Deshi mod. India's country made. Only poor people drink those things. But he was thinking, is it whiskey, brandy, that British? But is it Bility mod? Saying, no, it is country made, but very powerful. But sir, give me so that I can soak my throat. Give me such wine so that I shall be intoxicated all through my life. Do you know what Sri Ramakrishna did? We will open your tongue and write a mantra there. Bas. That took care of him. Thakur Kalipadake ছুঁয়ে দিলেন. He touched Sri Kali, and then Dana Kali, he began to cry. And then came this transformation. Then they say, a chaste woman, through love, through spiritual power, can change the husband's mind. That is the story we find in Girish and Krishna Priyangiri. And Kalipada had developed faith that Sri Ramakrishna can give liberation. So one day he came from Calcutta by boat, and Sri Ramakrishna wanted to go to Dakshineshwar, Calcutta. Sir, my boat is ready, come in. Sri Ramakrishna got into the boat, and Kalipada told the boatman, row the boat in the middle of the river. When they came to the middle of the river, Kalipada grabbed 2 feet of Sri Ramakrishna. Sir, you will have to save my life. What are you doing? He grabbed his 2 feet. Ami ki jani, what do I know? Chant God's name, then you will get liberation. Sir, I am mode bode thaki. Most of the thing I drink and I go to the all bad places. I do not have time to chant God's name. You are the ocean of grace. I do not practice spiritual disciplines. You are my savior. Bas grabbed him. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, you open your tongue. So he wrote a mantra. Henceforth your mantra will continue automatically. You will not have to do it. But I do not want it. But what do you want? When I shall die, my wife, my children, nobody will go with me. You promise that you will take, at that time I shall see only darkness. You will hold me with your right hand, and with the left hand, you in the light, you will take me to the eternal abode. Then only I shall let you go. All right. Why are you making such farce show in the bringing me in the middle of the river. Actually, that thing happened. I think Baburam Maharaj or Latu Maharaj were present when Kalipada was dying. He saw his red hands up and died. What Thakur said, that thing will be always fulfilled. Then Adhar Lal Sen, he was a deputy magistrate. Sri Ramakrishna was very fond of him, went to his house several times. Sri Ramakrishna also wrote a mantra on his tongue, and he had some highest experience. One day Adhar said, "Sir, what kind of power do you have?" Sri Ramakrishna laughed. "Do you want to know my power? People are afraid hearing the name of a deputy magistrate. I put the deputy magistrate sleep on my floor. See my power? The deputy magistrate sleeps on my floor." In British period, deputy magistrate is a very powerful position. Sri Ramakrishna knew that Adhar will not live long. He told him, "Have the company of the holy as much as you can." So he used to do work whole day. Evening time, he used to bring his horse carriage and driving 6 miles, 7 miles, and come to Dakshineshwar. Tired, Sri Ramakrishna spread a carpet on the floor and used to sleep. And at 10 o'clock, Sri Ramakrishna says, "Adhar, now you go home." Then he would return home. He forced him to have the company of the holy, his company. Then, and Sri Ramakrishna forbade him, "Do not ride on a horse." And he did not obey. Sri Ramakrishna fell from the horse, and then he had that some kind of accident, broke, and some kind of internal hemorrhage, and that is the cause of his death. Sri Ramakrishna went to see him, and when he died, Sri Ramakrishna cried, "Mother, you told me that I shall be live with the devotees. My now devotees are dying. Where shall I go?" 3 days he could not leave the bed. Sri Ramakrishna's love for the devotees. Devendranath Majumdar. Sri Ramakrishna came. "Why have you come here? Do you want to come here to see like this? Krishna with the flute?" "No, sir, I have come to see you." Then he became very sick. After coming to Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna asked Baburam to escort him and take him to home. Then he was inquiring, "Why is he not coming? Why is he not coming?" He was sending people. I did not see him for a long time. "Sir, please help me." Again Sri Ramakrishna wrote a mantra on his tongue. And you will not have to do anything else. And Shakal Shandaya, clap and chant Holy God's name. That will be enough for you. Then he said, "I think I should visit your home one day. Sir, I am very poor. But if you want to come, I shall be very happy." Then he was telling, "Don't invite too many people. Then it will be a big feast for you to feed people." And then he went to his home and said, "My stomach is not very good. Please give little food for me." I sometimes think how considerate that here is a pure devotee, cannot afford money, does not have much money, but he is telling him that how to have a small function in your house so that I can visit you. He brought a little kulpi bar of ice cream, or ice cream cone, that is called kulpi. That Sri Ramakrishna was very fond. He bought that thing, Master was very happy. Navagopal Ghosh and Nistadini Devi. I went to their home. They are very special people. In their home, Swami Vivekananda composed Sthapakaya Dharmaisya Sarvadharma Sarupine Avatar Varisthaya Ramakrishna Te Namo. That salutation mantra of Sri Ram Swamiji composed in their shrine. I went there and took pictures. It was 1st January 1886. Sri Ramakrishna became Kalpataru at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He came in the evening. Ramdatta told him, "Sir, what are you doing? Master has become Kalpataru. Go, ask something. Whatever he will give, Master will give to you." He ran to Sri Ramakrishna's room. "Master, please do something for me. সকাল সন্ধ্যায় ধ্যান জপ করবে, morning and evening chant God's name." "Sir, I have 7 children, wife, big family, job. I have no time to do all those things." "Are to job করতে পারবে না? Will you not be able to chant God's name?" "I don't have time, Master." "আমার নাম করতে পারবে? Will you be able to chant my name?" "That I can do, sir. That will be enough for you." Do you know what he used to do? Jai Ram Krishna, Jai Ram Krishna, Jai Ram Krishna, Jai Ram Krishna. That he used to repeat day and night. And when he used to come back from work, he used to bring some candies and he used to distribute the children on the street. Everybody will have to say Jai Ram Krishna, Jai Ram Krishna. Then he will get candies. And the children will say, "Hey, oh, Jai Ram Krishna is coming. Hey, let us chant Jai Ram Krishna, Jai Ram Krishna, Jai Ram Krishna." How Sri Ramakrishna's devotees function. Sri Ramakrishna, Navagopal's wife, Nistadini Ghosh, he is the incarnation of Chinnamasta, one of the 10 forms of the Divine Mother. Master was very fond of her. In Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna told her, "You come with your jewelry, like the Divine Mother in Dakshineshwar Kali." So he came, and some, women's bangles they make. If you move your hand, it makes some noise. "What is this? You are making noise here?" "Don't make too much noise." Do you know why? Because when I go into Samadhi, I keep a link like a thin thread with this gross body and this subtle body merged into the infinite. If that link is cut, I shall never be able to come back to my physical body. Don't make noise here. So when she would come, she would put all her bangles up and tie so that it will not make any noise. And she used to make sandesh for the Master. So one day, it was Kashipur Garden House. "What do you want?" "Master, I brought some sandesh. You will have to eat." "All right. It's cancer. Food doesn't go below solid food. All right, feed me once." "Ate." "Are you happy?" "No." "You eat more." "All right." If she fed another. "Are you happy now?" "No." "You will have to eat more." "No." "I shall not eat any more." I shall eat your sandesh in subtle body. When this Nistarini died and he was sick, he has dropsy, water accumulated in his body, in her body. It was Sri Ramakrishna's birthday. Her daughter-in-laws arranged puja in their home. There is a big shrine. He said to his daughter-in-law, "Carry me to the kitchen." He was sick, she was very sick. Master was fond of my sandesh, I shall make sandesh for her, for him. Take me to the kitchen. They carried her, sitting in the kitchen, she made sandesh, and that was offered to Sri Ramakrishna. And when she died, did you know how she died? She take the picture of Sri Ramakrishna, put on her chest, Jai Ramakrishna. Gone. These are the all devotees of Sri Ramakrishna, how they are changed. Yoginma was married to a very rich man. He had 2 more marriages. This is the 3rd wife. Alcoholic, lot of money. By Yoginma, he had 1 daughter. She could not, broken home, divorced, came back home with her family, with father, with 1 daughter. Very depressed. He was distant relative of Balaram. So Balaram Babu, it was in 1882, took Yoginma to Dakshineshwar, to Sri Ramakrishna. Bas. Master changed her life. Bole Kripa Siddha Yogi, Gopi, in her previous lives, she was a gopi. One thing I call it golapi nesha, roseate intoxication. Every Sunday, Balaram would hire a boat and he used to take all devotees from Calcutta to Dakshineshwar. Whole day they used to live in Dakshineshwar. With mother, they used to cook and serve for Sri Ramakrishna. Whole day, at night time, they used to come back. Every Sunday. Then they used to go, Yoginma says, whole week I was intoxicated and waiting, when next Sunday come? When will the next Sunday come? When will the next Sunday come? So that we can have the whole day with Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother. But the day we go that Sunday morning, we used to finish our household work very quickly and run to the ghat and take the boat and go to Dakshineshwar. You know, this is called roseate intoxication. The whole day their bodies are in Calcutta, but their minds are in Dakshineshwar. That comes through love. Golapma lost her husband, lost her son. Her daughter was married with a rich man. Daughter died. Came to Dakshineshwar. Yoginma brought her to Dakshineshwar. Went to Sri Ramakrishna's room and burst into tears. I have none. Sri Ramakrishna was so happy. The person who says, I have none, God belongs to that person. Bas. Sri Ramakrishna raked the entire grief from her heart and escorted her to Navad and introduced her to Holy Mother. Feed this woman. The moment food will go to the stomach, your grief will go down instantly. And this woman will stay with you all through your life. Sri Ramakrishna told in Dakshineswar, this woman will be your caretaker. Actually, Gulapma was Holy Mother's bodyguard all through her life. Whole life was changed. Divorced. Here is a person died, grief stricken. When they came in contact with Sri Ramakrishna, how their lives were transformed. Suresh Chandra Datta. He came to Sri Ramakrishna with Nagbanshari. Nagbanshari, you are closed. He was a Brahmo. Said, I don't believe in Hindu God. I don't believe in initiation either. That is all right. You will not have to need an initiation. Then he got a job there. There was the British-Afghan War. Which year? In 1885. So he got a job as an accountant. But some doctors and engineers, they said, they are making false bill and getting money from the government. And asked him that we shall give you a share, but you will have to take money. He said, no, unfair way I cannot have money. Well, no, you will have to, then your life will be in danger. And these people cheating government, British government, are making money, writing false bills. The military war is going on. Contractors. No. So he went to the British doctor and said, I am sick, give me a certificate so that I can leave the job. Anyhow, he managed that way, left the job, came back in Calcutta, no money. He used to sell potatoes in the street, and at night time, then he came to Dakshineswar. At that time, toward the end of Sri Ramakrishna's life, he did not approach for initiation. Then, but at night time, his home was on the West Calcutta, on the bank of the Ganges, near Kumartuli. And he used to cry to Holy Mother, Sri Ramakrishna. One day he saw Sri Ramakrishna came out from the Ganges and initiated him. Sri Ramakrishna has passed away at that time. That story is very fascinating story. Do you know what happened? Swamiji returned from America and his disciple Sharat Chandra Chakraborty wanted that one day what are the things necessary for the monastery, I shall carry, I shall bring. Swamiji said, you, Bengal, you will not be able to do it. So she is very particular about it. No, I want to do it. All right. She went to Suresh Datta. Suresh Datta said, don't worry. For the master's worship, we shall buy all groceries previous day. And in the morning we shall buy all the fresh vegetables, fish and other things. They did it. Early in the morning before sunrise, Sharat Babu came with his horse carriage, carried all the groceries in the monastery. Swamiji said, "Hey Bengal," Bengal means East Bengal fellow, "it is not possible for you. Tell me who helped you." Well, Suresh Babu helped me. Where is he? Well, he is coming on foot. Why? Well, he bought some sweet corn. In India, some earthen vessel, they make some sweet corn. Very delicious. But if I bring the sweet corn by horse carriage, the road is not good. So it will be shuffled. So he is carrying that sweet corn 6 miles, carrying on foot. Sri Swamiji burst into tears. দেখলি বাঙাল ঠাকুর যাদের ছুঁয়েছে তারা সোনা হয়ে গেছে বাঙাল you see whom Ramakrishna touched, that person has become golden. All these stories are so fascinating stories. Last story, Purna. Purna Chandra Ghosh. Purna was a student of MC school, 13 years old. Seeing Purna, Thakur knew that he was the part of Vishnu. Sri Ramakrishna used to feed him. What do you think of me? Purna says, "Sir, you are God." 13 years old boy recognized Sri Ramakrishna instantly. You are God. How do you know? Purna described one day about his love. Do you know what? I was reading in my study and I saw someone standing near my window. I saw M, his teacher in the school. M. He whispered me because Purna's family was very much against Sri Ramakrishna. Master is waiting for you. It was in Cornwall Street and Shampukuri Street junction. Sri Ramakrishna seated in a horse carriage. Purna came, Thakur fed him some sandesh, prasad, and gave him some instruction. Now you go, so that your family may not be able to know. Then Purna one day said, standing here, Master showed me the grace. Sri Ramakrishna forbade him not to marry. But her parents forced him to get married. At the age of 16, that boy got married. And have children. And he got a job as an accountant in the British government of India. In the course of time, he had tuberculosis. In 1911. At that time, there is no medicine. So he went to Shimla. Cold place is good for the tuberculosis patient. He went to Shimla. Came back. Then he was thinking, I shall commit suicide. He decided to commit suicide. But before I commit suicide, I shall go take my shower. So, and then bow down to the master in the shrine, then I shall commit suicide. So he went for shower, bowed down to Sri Ramakrishna. Then he opened the gospel. But taking a message of the master, I shall take away my life. At random, he opened the gospel of Ramakrishna. Do you know what he saw? Purna Balok Bhakto Thakur Purner Mongol Chinta Koritechen. Purna is a boy devotee. Sri Ramakrishna is thinking of his welfare. What? Master is thinking of my welfare. He could not commit suicide. So one day his friend came and said, you know, if Master be here, he would be very happy to see, to look after you. What do you mean? Last night he had nurse in his room. Last night when I went to bathroom, I did not call my nurse because I do not disturb his sleep. So holding the wall, I went to the bathroom. While coming back, I was dizzy. I was about to fall. At that time, Master grabbed me and carried me to bed. And you think the Master does not exist? You know, when we read these stories of the disciples, household disciples of Ramakrishna, we feel that how much Sri Ramakrishna had love for the devotees. Up to this tonight, I took 1 hour 15 minutes today.
How far did you get in your essay?
Huh?
How much more is in your essay for next year, Swamiji?
It is a very fascinating story. I told you in brief, I did not tell you in details. I just summed up. Jai Ma. Aparna, go help Usha.